Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the show. Today is Tuesday, the 19th of November, 2019. And listen, I'm glad to have you guys here. Now, everything out there in finance land right now is it's a little bit of a period of calm. But I think it's maybe right now it's a calm before the storm. Anyway, let's get in there and let's take a look at let's open up the charts right here. And let's take a look at the silver price today. We see it dropping off a little bit. $16.95. It's down 7 cents on the day so far. Let's take a look at gold. Gold and silver follow each other. That's why the gold chart looks very similar. It's down $5.10 today. But it still hasn't broken down below a new range it's established for itself. So it's at 1466.10. That's where the price is today. Let's take a look at cryptocurrencies. We're looking at 222 billion, 222.6 billion, 66.2% Bitcoin dominance. Bitcoin's at $8,154.92. Ethereum's $176. XRP is 24 cents. Bitcoin Cash is $239. Litecoin is $55.35. EOS is $3.14. Binance Coin is $18.54. Bitcoin SV is $108. Stellar is 6.5 cents. And Tron is 1.6 cents? That's what it looks like. Anyway, I'm right at that point where I might need glasses, but I don't quite need glasses. It's just that frustrating point where you can see it, but you put the glasses on, you can't see it any better, but you take the glasses off and it's you can see it better and you don't know whether you need them or not. Anyway, let's move on and take a look at the Dow Jones today. The Dow Jones is at 28,082. It's up 46 points. Let me refresh the page and take a look. Maybe that might be the close. It's up 34 points. So it's up 34 points today. This melt up continues, but you know what? I think we've reached pretty much the peak. I don't think there's much energy left for going up at this point with the Dow. And right now, if I was a weather forecaster, if I was a meteorologist right now, I would be on storm watch. Well, it's like Dow watch. This Dow's peaked. Any more bad news? Like it's been going up on bad news. But any more bad news, really serious bad news, could turn the Dow down seriously. And that could add more fuel to the fire, more bad news. The Dow's just went down. The only indicator that they used mostly to determine whether our economy's got any strength in it. So, the Dow going down itself can be determined as very bad news, and along with other bad news that could come in. One of the things that could come in, and we're keeping our eye on very carefully, is Deutsche Bank. Deutsche Bank, you can see the performance here over the last, month, 1 month's performance, and it was up near 7.3 at the start of the month, and now it's down to 666. That's where the Dow is right now. And you're priced in euros. You gotta keep, not the Dow, I should say, Deutsche Bank is priced in euros right now, 666. That's what's priced in euros, and it's you can see the performance over the last month. It's actually been dropping. It was over 7 at the start of the month. Got to keep our eye on this. This could just bottom out. Because Deutsche Bank's going through a restructuring, and a restructuring can't be anything but bad news. Because this restructuring is a downsizing, and that makes it less profitable. It's not going to help make the bank more profitable. I don't see any direction for Deutsche Bank except down at this point. If we take a look at their performance, one of the reasons why I'm saying that is we go back to the max on the chart here and take a look at their performance, and we just see them down, 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 down. But they've been kind of like going down to the bottom. Let's take a look over the last year. They kind of went down to the bottom. If you take a look at them over a year's period here, you can see they're still declining. This is a declining chart right here. Very slowly declining over a period of a whole year, but you can see the decline, and this is going to continue until they bottom, until they go right off. I mean, they've had a few bottoms here. If we look back on 15th of August, we can see they were 5 point something euro, but that was a very short-term bottom. You got to take a look at this overall chart from beginning to end to see that even though we're a little bit higher than we were back in the 15th of August right now, still, if you look at this overall chart, you can see it's a descending pattern. Down, 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 down. But very, very, very slowly. In the end, it could go quick. Really got to keep our eye on Deutsche Bank. Let's take a look at oil prices today. Or did I do that? $56.14 for crude oil, sweet light crude. And we've lost 91 cents on the day, which is 1.6%. U.S. Treasuries now. U.S. Treasuries are a real mixed bag today. Got the middle of the yield curve going up marginally. We got the long end and short end moving marginally, all except for the 1 month. The 1 month is the only one with a serious move to it of 2.8 basis points on the 1 month. 1.57 on the 1 month. We're looking at 10-year, I should say, of 1.8%. And it's fell slightly, very slightly today. It could increase as the day progresses. These movement in the bonds could increase as the day progresses, probably to the downside today. 97.82 on the U.S. dollar index, and it's going along sideways. Not a real whole lot to see there in the U.S. dollar today. Now, we're going to take a look at the Dow here and a few things about it. The global stock market is mixed as conflicting signals from the United States trade talks, as well as ongoing protests in Hong Kong, keep sentiment in check. Okay. U.S. trade talks, I don't think are going to go a whole lot of anywhere because China right now at this point, I think that they see bargaining tools for themselves. We're going to have to wait and see what actually happens with these trade talks, but I think that the Chinese, are in no big rush, and I don't think that anything's really going to change big time. Okay, they got this thing. What is it? A first step deal or whatever. I don't see them coming to a full deal anytime soon. And in fact, this thing could drag itself out for the longest time. Meanwhile, the Chinese economy is sliding down, probably worse than any of the economies. That'll drag the whole world economy down with it, and this can all happen. The first quarter of 2020 looks very, very dark to me. And I've said this before in my show, I think we're going to make it through Christmas and New Year's without the stock market really rolling over. But it just looks very dark to me, the first quarter of 2020. And I've got a feeling that things are not going to go well in the first quarter of 2020, Listen, thank you guys for listening to my show. Really appreciate my audience out there. It's a little bit slow today. In the economic scene, there's not a whole lot happening today, But it could pick up rather quickly if certain things start to come into play, And so we're going to have to wait and see. But I'm going to tell you, it really doesn't look good for the stock market, for one thing, because I think it's reached a peak. And I think the energy that was coming in has exhausted every avenue at this point. And so the downside risk potential is very high. Listen, thank you guys for listening. We'll catch you guys in the next show. Bye-bye.